We're back. Friday night year took a brief intermission, but
Slight hiatus.
Full effect. Hold on. We looking real bad out here. Let me get us right. We're not playing the 2K ish. Where's the fucking gamer at? That's what I'm saying. I could just pause it, but the real ones due to technical difficulties right now.
You get that look behind the scenes, folks.
There we go. Look at that. Your local neighborhood is going to be Arrow Camera 765, Main Friday Can, aka the villain. Currently on my babyface arc. So I'm hopefully going to continue that. And, let's put the old school Brandon one. There we go. I like that. And we're back. Friday night year, 2-man power trip. We're here. And a lot to talk about in wrestling that's going down. We're in the road to WrestleMania. We're in the road of AEW. Just doing
all
things.
In. We're on the road to All In.
All in Texas. But first, the hottest thing out right now, or not hottest, but the most controversial thing out right now is the Jon Moxley versus Cope match, the street fight that happened on Dynamite recently, and your man Mox got suplexed on a bat full of spikes
on a nail wrapped cricket bat, folks.
Oh, okay. Well, he broke it down in more specific terms. I gave the general consensus of what it was, but the spikes got stuck in his back so much that it took a while for them to get pulled out, and
Paul had to help Wheeler you to get the referee. Paul had to help Wheeler you to get the fucking cricket bat out of Moxley's back. Start saying that fucking 10 times fast.
I can't see even saying 3 times fast, but that did happen. That is the thing now that's going on. You can already see our background. John Cena in Brussels give his probably 25
John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks.
In Brussels, and I thought it was excellent. Phenomenal.
I loved it, yo. I love that shit.
You keep things away. You put how you really feel. And if you play the game tape, he's in his right mind of what he's doing. But we're going to talk about Mox. You think, I don't know, people saying barbed wire should be banned and just like, Jon Moxley.
That wasn't even barbed wire.
Well, they're talking about just the Owens match.
Those were fucking housing nails that were then wrapped around. They did not look sterilized either. I'm not going to lie.
Also, just don't forget Jon Moxley drove 11 hours for him to get
in a near blizzard. In a near blizzard, folks. That's why there weren't any flights.
We cannot take away this man's dedication to wrestling. We cannot take away this man's dedication to AEW.
But we can say some shit stupid when it's stupid.
That's why I put him as one of the pillars. It is a street fight. It is Jon Moxley. You know what you're getting from Jon Moxley.
Yeah.
I just thought it was just. I still think Swerve taking a fucking powerbomb on a fucking center block was worse than this.
I don't know, bro. Because can you think if one of those nails would have went a little too deep and stuck this nigga in his vertebrae, in his spine, he could have been legitimately paralyzed. He could have been on Get Well Soon, Chris Bay. I just watched the Chris Van Vliet interview with Chris Bay. That shit's inspirational, yo.
Now the Chris Bay.
When you can see a nigga go through something as simple as that and end up paralyzed, and then you look at the shit that Jon Moxley did.
Simple as a mistimed neck breaker.
Yeah. Literally.
And Jon Moxley
one of the lower impact moves in wrestling, folks, as a nigga who has taken a legitimate neck breaker before.
And that's why we hate people say wrestling's fake and all that other stuff. So that's only the IWC. That's only the IWC. And it's one of the worst fandoms of all time. We're part of it.
We are. Look, I've been blocked by a few wrestlers on Twitter, mainly just Goldberg and Ryback, but still.
That's fair.
And
so
Aubrey
what
Edwards.
do you think of the overall for the spikes and all that stuff?
I think I literally, okay, tell me if I'm wrong here. Moxley's supposed to be the heel in this, correct? He's the evil guy keeping the belt. Look, I watched the clip of this with my lovely with my lovely mother, almost 70 years old. And listen, when she saw the spot happen, it did the complete like. I know people are like, "Oh, it's Cope getting back." My mom, look, it did so much the complete opposite. My mom was with the Death Riders when they started jumping Cope because she was like, "Look what he did to that man." I mean, she doesn't know any of the other overarching stories in AEW. She doesn't know the whole rundown of what Moxley done. She's not even. I mean, she was a casual fan back in the day. That's how I got into wrestling. My mama was a wrestling watcher, but it did the complete opposite. No one felt good, like, oh, the bad guy got his come up, and people felt sorry for this man. This is the complete opposite of what a heel wants. Like I said, when the Death Riders came down and started jumping Cope, my mom was like, yeah, I don't blame him. Look what he just did to that man. It literally did the complete fucking opposite of what they wanted, because sometimes too much is too much. I'm not trying to take away from John Moxley's dedication to the craft. That nigga drove 11 hours to get impaled on nails in front of fucking 3,000 people, yo. I mean, you can't knock the dedication. You really can't. But it literally, I watched it do the complete opposite of its intention. It literally got sympathy for the heel because it was so fucking ridiculous.
Fair.
Now, and think, it even had the baby face Flair after he was impaled on the fucking bed of nails. He then overcame and defeated his opponent. It don't even matter. It don't even matter that they jumped him or whatever after that happened, yo. Nothing after that happens matters except for the end result, which was Moxley winning. It's like babyface 101, overcome adversity and succeed.
Except the heel did it.
Exactly.
That's fair. I think the spike back, whatever the fuck it was. I mean, I think it was all Moxley's idea.
Nail wrapped cricket bat.
No rat cricket bat. Say that 3 times. But I think it was all Moxley's idea to do that. As you did say, an inch closer to his spine, it could have done major damage to him. But he did what he did. It did what he done. So, I mean, now you have just a bunch of holes in his back that are going to heal. But the spot is disturbing, and you know, it got the result it had the reaction that I guess they were looking for in said spot. So it achieved its goal. At what price, though? I'll say, Jesus. I'll say that.
Don't die.
It achieved its goal for what they wanted.
Did it?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I don't think was the goal to get. What was the goal to get Moxley's sympathy from the casuals at home? Because I feel like that should be the opposite. If he's the big heel guy, like.
Well, you got a big spot out of it. You got a reaction out of it. Niggas talking about it on Friday. So
you know, but hold on. You know what they didn't get out of it? More ratings than NXT, because the ratings came in with NXT at 678,000 viewers and AEW at 652,000 viewers.
Off just a Jada Parker, Stephanie McCurry
stare down.
Well, these are the bee's knees.
Yeah.
And we got the fucking goose in.
Shut up. Let me go to the bathroom first.
This nigga.
He says, "Let me go."
Why didn't he just wait till he was done? I was say, why did you just wait till he was done in the bathroom, nigga?
Oh, that's a clip. Anyways, moving on from that. Why have the fans turned on Jay and Rhea?
I don't know if turned on completely is the right question.
Oh, they turned on Jay completely.
No, it's not turned on completely if fucking this nigga still comes out and the whole stadium is yeeting.
Hold on, hold on. Let me emphasize right. on-screen watchers that watch it at home and armchair book everything that the booker does have turned on Jey Uso.
So us, we've turned on.
I go to shows. Hold on. I go to shows.
Look, hey, I'm on record. I've been to many wrestling shows. I don't care to go to live wrestling shows. I would rather watch in the comfort of my own house where I can get high as I want and fucking fast forward through commercials.
All that is fair, but they take to the internet to say their opinions and try to hold weight on it as though Jey Uso, he lost, he's fat now, he can't wrestle.
That's crazy talk.
Like it's getting worse by the week now. And shout out to Jey Uso just brushing it off and more focused on a month now going to face Gunther for the World.
Yeah, I was gonna say that nigga trying to get to WrestleMania. Goddamn.
I've heard worse takes to say a favor from Paul Heyman and CM Punk is more over than the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Come on now, niggas just be saying shit to get rises.
So and then also on TikTok, the nigga said, "Oh well, you know, they let me get his exact wording because it was so asinine what the fuck he said." It was so asinine what he said.
Damn, when Cam, you know it was dumb when Cam's going for the receipts.
Hold on, let me pause this nigga. Bro, it's pretty crazy how the Royal Rumble went from main event spot at WrestleMania to now just the beginning of the mid card of the event. What are you talking about? So let's try this, right? You know, everybody from 2010 on now, not everybody who's won the Royal Rumble main event at WrestleMania. You know, Edge and Chris Jericho was the middle of the show, right? Just throwing it out there, just, you know, neither here nor there. Edge didn't main event WrestleMania.
No, but okay, I understand what you're saying, and if I'm playing the smallest bit of devil's advocate, they shouldn't market it as the Royal Rumble winner of the Royal Rumble's getting the main event of WrestleMania if they don't plan on doing it.
I get all that because
I'm saying.
You can't tell me for a fact that you
I'm not saying that everyone that's
no. What I'm saying is for this match right here, that's going to be a match, right? You have Roman Reigns, the top of the card, Seth Rollins, who's arguably top 5 on the card, and CM Punk, who's top 3 on the card. You can't tell me that Gunther and Jey Uso is going to main event WrestleMania. And guess what?
It smells like a co-main event to me, yo.
Guess what? If John Cena won, it wouldn't main event either.
Yeah, I agree.
So cut the bullshit. Stop.
Well, hold on. Wait, no. I take that back. John Cena and Cody Rhodes is always going to main event.
No, I'm saying if John Cena won and faced Gunther, like,
okay. No. I was about to say.
Of course, Cena and Cody's going to main event.
I was about to say, Cena and Cody are main eventing no matter what.
What I'm saying is these dumb fans that just make up shit and don't remember anything past the Yes movement. I'll give them some grace of that. Edge did not main event WrestleMania. There's a multitude of people that won the Royal Rumble that didn't main event WrestleMania.
You know one thing that is funny though. You know, every time that John Cena has been runner-up in the Royal Rumble, he has won a world championship at WrestleMania. It's happened twice that he's been the runner-up, and both times that he was runner-up in both times he was runner-up in the Rumble, he won the world championship.
So, and then I get the response. So I get the response after correcting this person, and he says, "Oh, well, technically, guy, I'm just saying, don't lie, don't blatantly lie."
Yeah,
it's no shame in just being wrong. Just don't lie. Don't be a hater for no reason.
But if he'd have worded it better, if he'd have been like, "Yo, the fact that they've marketed it as the winner of the Royal Rumble will main event WrestleMania," because was that not Punk's whole point in being in the Rumble to main event WrestleMania? Wasn't that what they said when Jay won? They were like, he's going to main event. If they didn't do all that, I I wouldn't have nothing to say about them if they'd have just been
and for his gimmick to be main event Jey Uso. And for his gimmick to be main event Jey Uso. Just like don't say overall. Don't make it a general statement. Don't be bad. Just like
but
you can double check.
But you gotta remember, generalizing always adds credence to bad faith arguments, yo. It always does. And it always
don't be mad when I correct your dumbass. Like somebody tried to, sidebar. Somebody tried to say Roman wasn't top 10 all time. I say
shut the fuck up.
So he says, "Do you remember any good? Give me 5 Roman matches from the U.S. title reign." So me being a real human being, I say I don't know. So then I counter by saying, "Is Randy Orton top 10?" He says yes. So give me 5 Randy Orton matches from the U.S. title reign. Then he says Kevin Owens. So the internet's free, right? So I look it up. Randy Orton has a 28-day title reign with the U.S. Championship. He faced Bobby.
Yeah, he did.
Bobby Roode.
Why would you lie for free? You're live for free on the internet, and I caught your ass.
Yeah,
some niggas ain't willing to take those.
Say I don't know. It's nothing
That's
wrong
always
with
the best.
But other than that, why they turned on Rhea? Because pretty much of the contract signing.
Yeah, the petulant child shit really turned me off. I'm not gonna lie. Adam Pearce having to yell at you to give him a contract that you just illegally signed. Your name is nowhere on it. Fucking that shit.
We know Adam Pearce is top 5 worst GMs of all time. I mean,
I like him as an on-screen character, yo. I've enjoyed Adam Pearce. I enjoy Adam Pearce
as a GM. I think Rhea saying, "Hey, the tale is old as time. I need my rematch clause." There you go. Fuck it. I know they're dumber rematch clauses. Allegedly.
Yeah, but we've always had the understanding that when a champion loses their title, no one looks at you crazy if you're looking for the rematch immediately afterwards.
Just say that. I know we went. Exactly. I know we're back in 2018 when they got rid of rematch clauses, but run it back.
But certain people are still getting that, so you got to think of. So you got to think of that. Certain people still getting that. Look at it like this. How many times Kevin Owens fought for the title? He fought for the title like 3 times already.
Yeah, but think about the people that aren't getting instant. Roman Reigns didn't pull the instant rematch card. Think about that. Roman Reigns didn't do it. Seth Rollins.
Nobody pulls the instant rematch clause. They just booked in another match. That's
I know, but I'm saying, fucking, if we're talking about, she should get the rematch. Nigga, if these top tier champions aren't getting or asking or whatever, getting immediate rematches, what the fuck makes you think you should be any different? I love Rhea Ripley. One of the best top 5 best female wrestlers in the world right now. Top 3 on a good day. But nigga, if Roman Reigns didn't expect that
I got Rhea number 2. Is it crazy for me to have Rhea number 2 all time?
I don't know, because my number. I wasn't thinking all time. I'm talking about like right now. She's definitely top 5 of all time in my opinion. But right now, in my opinion, best female wrestler in the world has the belt right now. Io Sky is the best female wrestler in the world right now.
So think of it like this.
Charlotte Flair is this.
Think of it like this. It's the same storyline from Shawn Michaels, Chris Benoit, and Triple H.
Oh Lord.
It is.
No, that would correlate to this match, with people saying it's just a thrown together match. Yes, triple threat match. Did we not just see Daniel Bryan just say "fuck it"? I want to be in your match with Edge and Roman Reigns, and there was no legit reason why.
Yeah, but that was like 3-4 years ago at this point.
But it's still relevant. It still happened, and then he got a match again when he left.
Yeah, he did.
So it's not. I mean, everybody turning on Jay is fucking crazy. Everybody turning on Rhea, just relax. It's wrestling. Like, Jesus.
No, but I see how the contract, because like I said, the contract angle rubbed me the wrong way. I did not like it. I did not enjoy it. She came off as a petulant child, and that is not what I'm looking for in Rhea Ripley.
You want dominance. You want like
exactly.
You want just like my presence is here. I'm going to get the championship rematch. I deserve my rematch. Not just like, oh, don't disrespect me. I won't disrespect you.
I took the contract and signed it before she could. Now, wouldn't it be funny if since she signed it, fucking, and Bianca had already signed it, fucking, now, yeah, they're having the match at Mania, but there's no belt on the line. You bitches can have the match at Mania. But there's no belt on the line.
The better move is ripping. The better move is ripping up the contract. But hey,
that shit. I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about that since because Bianca did sign the contract. Io didn't get to. So if Rhea signed the contract and it's just Bianca and Rhea, okay, y'all have the match at Mania, but the champion's not in the match, so it don't matter.
It's the same.
That would be better.
The same story.
That would be better.
I think that would be amazing.
So you fight night one. You fight night one to fight the champion night two. I think that'd be better. That'd be better.
But what?
Not have two high-profile triple threat matches.
Yeah, because I hate when it feels like everything the men do, the women have to do.
And guess what? The loser can interfere in the championship match, and then you go run the triple threat in Backlash.
Yeah.
But you get a 5-star women's match on night one. Would it be Bianca and Rhea, which is a great match?
And then you still get a 5-star match on night two, whether it's Rhea or Bianca.
Before the interference.
But yeah, it's just that is what I thought when I saw her sign it. I didn't think that. I was like, oh, Bianca signed it, and now Rhea signed it, so yeah, they're going to have a match. But Io's not involved. Io's the champion, so.
We could book it better. But Goose and AfroCommon, we do have one of the greatest promos of all time.
John Cena broke up with us, yo.
John Cena's a one.
No new look. No new
I had some fucked up thoughts. Look, when I was thinking about it, do you niggas remember in 2013 when John Cena fucked up his elbow and he had the crazy ass bubble on his elbow and he came out and told when he came out and told them that he had to take a medical sabbatical, this crowd went fucking insane. They were so happy it wasn't even funny. And I thought about that as he was giving his promo. I was like, damn, niggas did. And he didn't even have to mention it. I was like, niggas did laugh when you got hurt, yo. That's kind of crazy. Like, but he was winning. I'll also never forget that fucking within that same time frame, him and Randy Orton faced the whole fucking roster of Raw and won the match. Just him and Randy Orton.
There's some little tidbits from that. For the last 25 years, I've been a victim of an abusive relationship. All you ever done is bully me into being a puppet and expect me to do it with a smile on my face. No more.
No. Not in his house. No more. I loved it, yo. I love that he still came out in the jorts. That he still came out fucking to the music. Fucking nigga, that's my shit. Why am I gonna quit doing my shit? Because of you people. This is my shit. I don't dress like you. You dress like me, nigga.
Also, I'm not a baby face. I'm not a heel. I'm a human being. Each and every one of you has been awful to me. For your point of the injury and him getting cheered. Or John Cena sucks. You can't wrestle. All that trash.
Yeah. 5 moves of doom. Although, look, part of me, I want him to bring back the Chinese lightning fist, though. Fucking, just for this heel run, I want him to do that stupid ass shit again, yo. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the chest out joint. I want him to do that shit again. Just for the fuck of it.
No one has asked me how I feel. No one.
Yo.
It's just, what do I get? You get nothing. You don't deserve it. You don't get a new look. You don't get new music. You dress like me. I don't dress like you. Knife in the heart right there.
Your man Priest in the ring having a seizure.
Yeah. Oh. Well, damn. Maybe I should turn on SmackDown.
I watched SmackDown already.
I haven't. I know it was out earlier.
For
I've seen
Cena,
clips.
I think Cena's promo was great. He didn't mention the 17th championship. He didn't mention The Rock. He just mentioned how he feels, how the fans treated him over the years. Now, do you feel they saved Cody Rhodes in this one?
I think it was the smart move, if I'm being completely honest, because I don't know of too many people right now that are going to go toe-to-toe on the mic, back and forth wise, with this John Cena. With any John Cena, let's just be honest. If there's one thing John Cena's always been able to do unequivocally, it is fucking talk. If you're not a, and I don't even want to do Cody like that because Cody's gave some good promos, but like if you're not like a CM Punk or like a Roman Reigns where your fucking aura and your gimmick's just gonna get over, you're just gonna say some cool shit and it ain't gotta be super in depth. You don't expect this super well spoken shit to come from fucking goddamn Roman Reigns. You expect him to hit you with some witty one-liners, fucking break you down like that, keep it moving, super authoritative, super quick.
When Cena says fine speech is over.
Listen, I think that it was a good move, yo. I think it was smart. Have Cody say his piece and get out. At least until you got something more to work with. Because listen, if John Cena takes off that hat and the bald spot's gone, this nigga's invincible.
The bald spot was still there, though.
Okay. Well, no, I saw a picture of of him out and about and the bald spot was gone. Because he didn't never take off his hat during the promo. So we didn't get to see if the bald spot was gone or not. So if the bald spot's gone, yo, you can't even touch that nigga. You might as well just get to wrestling because promo season's over.
So what do y'all think about this Tiffany versus Charlotte match?
I think it's going to be a visually stunning match. I think it can be a lot of pressure for Tiffany, though. We got to remember she is super young in this. She's not this second, third generation superstar that grew up and was thoroughly immersed in the business, sort of like a Charlotte was. I don't even know if Tiffy grew up really a fan of wrestling. That honestly shouldn't matter in this day and age. As long as you get in the ring and you can wrestle and you ain't hurting people, by all means, carry on. But
I think she should go over.
Okay. If that's what you're asking, yes, I believe Tiffany should win the match.
A little intermission for the pre-taped audience. But for Cena, this is an A1 promo. For Cody, this is an A1 rebuttal. And we have 4 weeks of promos. So you don't give out everything. Go give out all the trade secrets. We're good for this.
Yeah. Let this man cook. Let John Cena do his thing, yo.
Oh, man. Listen, I gave up on John Cena when he said that The Rock left Russia.
Oh, my God. Shut up.
You're one of the fans he was talking about, Goose. That's crazy.
I don't care. I don't wear John Cena shit anyway.
Cause you's a bitch.
You asked me.
That's some hoe shit. You was right there with them niggas cheering in 2013 when this nigga was injured, weren't you?
When he said what he said with The Rock, I was no longer a fan. I turned on him.
Goose is a hater. So speaking of Tiffany and Charlotte, it's been announced Charlotte cooked her ass on SmackDown.
I didn't see that.
This would be a good match.
I think it's gonna be a real test for Tiffany, though. Like Charlotte's one of those ones where, yeah, you're like, oh, she can have a good match with anybody, but she's also good to the point where if you're not on your game, you're gonna look horrible in comparison to her.
And this is another thing. There's another thing. I'm tired of them pushing her as if she's the next Ric Flair. That's a problem. Like she's not. I don't. She looks like a Barbie right now. I'm done with it. Now wonder why Andrade, Charlotte. Now wonder why.
I thought you were talking about Tiffy. I was like, that's crazy. No, yo, relax.
No. Now wonder why Andrade divorced her ass. She's like a Barbie.
Yo,
Like,
is Andrade about to try and get his job back in AEW?
I don't know. I heard he wasn't. I heard he wasn't happy.
That's what they're saying.
They said he's been there 6 months and he only won one televised match.
But sometimes, listen, and this is just me. I'd just be happy to get a paycheck. That's why I was when Shinsuke Nakamura was taking his time off. Shinsuke's almost 50 years old. That nigga is trying to surf and hang out with his kids and collect the check, yo. Right. I got multiple decades of Shinsuke Nakamura matches to go back and watch if I want to, yo. That man collect the check?
Yeah, I would love to collect the check. And you know they said Aleister Black he resigned and to what's his name, Ray Phoenix he signed.
Yeah, he's been signed. They just officially announced it.
Omos is back. We're still waiting on Hikuleo.
I feel bad for Omos kind of because he was getting this super ridiculous push at the time. In Japan, he was a champion. He was looking good in the tag team. And what have you here? Now you got to come back, drop the titles, and sit in catering. But I mean, it's for a bag though, so I can't.
As long as you're getting paid.
Yeah, that's my bottom line at the end of the day. And that sounds sort of crazy coming from somebody, but as somebody who's actually a fan of the people and not just the wrestlers, I'm always gonna be happy when somebody that I fuck with getting paid. When am I not gonna be? Why would I be sad about that?
Well, listen,
I think
check us out. GMO, go watch that.
Watch me on top like I'm always.
That's gonna be broadcast soon. We're gonna post the draft of that, and we got multiple episodes to post of it. So, Average Comics, 765, Casual Conversations, Overall 99 Media.
Yeah, and now on the Casual Conversations YouTube channel, go sub to that shit. Because we be hurting the monetization on the main channel sometimes, yo. We just do. Casual Conversations get demonetized in a quick minute.
Doing too much.
I'll be saying shit, yo. What can I say? And YouTube's like, yo, yellow check mark. Sometimes it's a flat out age restrict, and you're like, damn. Talked about the Jews too much or some shit. You know what I mean? It'd be like that.
It'd be like you wanted to be.
So Casual Conversations YouTube channel. Go sub to that. Every Thursday at 9 p.m. we go live. We talk about all the debauchery and degeneracy going on the internet. We just talked about fucking Kanye and the no jumper Rico, even though it's not actually a no jumper Rico, but
shout out to Brick Baby.
Yeah, free Brick, yo. Free Brick Baby, free Loose Cannon. I hope Whack 100's not Rap 100, but it sort of looks that way.
Did you see the Avengers Snitch Squad is assembled? Do you remember they got Adam 22.
Adam is not getting. Listen, Adam
and academics on one podcast. It's over.
Hey, but listen, Trap Lord Ross finna fly in from England too, so it's about to be.
Oh, he's there too. He's definitely there.
I was about to say, so it's literally finna be all of the But listen, Adam has not made anybody. Because I tell niggas I come from the no jumper school of journalism when it comes to making content. I make moments, nigga. But you can't blame Adam for these niggas talking about crimes on the internet. You can't blame Adam for a phone tap on Brick Baby's phone. You also can't blame Adam for Big U fucking allegedly driving a nigga out to the desert and fucking murdering him and pressing Shaq for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
We're past wrestling at this point. Maybe probably can't hear aka the villain. And, check us out on Friday Night Yuri. Also, the Blur Cartel Roundtable. And also check us out on the new channel coming up. Top 10 Anything.
Top 10 Anything, yeah.
Top 10 Anything. And Troman Reigns, he don't mean nothing. He's just first place in GM mode.
Yeah, but that nigga got half a roster, though.
He's cooked.
And he fucking with the wrong one.